Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. All right. So we are now recording. It might like pop up a message that you have to click OK. But all right. So we're gonna just start. I don't know if we're gonna be able to see me. Okay. We're gonna start just seated. So again, you can bring up like any type of like, you know, pillows or whatever you need underneath. There we go. Underneath your hips so that you have quite a bit. And I'm just gonna pin myself so that okay, in video, so then it'll just stay on me. Okay, and yeah. All right, so you're just gonna sit. That's just my. I might have to adjust the camera. This isn't the camera I'm used to using for the classes because it doesn't have as big a wide angle. Okay, so you're gonna come to a nice, comfortable seated position with the palms face down, and just close the eyes. And just start to feel the breath move through the body. Another option is to place the hands onto your belly if you're into that, but you can keep the hands down if that's more comfortable for you. And just feel the breath move through the body. Breathing in and out through the nose, and keeping the mouth closed. See if you can relax the legs and the feet. Relax your hips, the lower back. Relax the belly, spine. Relax the rib cage and the shoulders. Relax the arms, the neck, the facial muscles, and the top of the head. And from here, you're just going to slowly bring the hands towards the hips. The fingertips are on the front, the thumbs are to the back. And you're just going to tilt the pelvis forward and back. And you might want to just start with little tiny tilts back and forth. Just starting to find the movement of the hips in relation to the upper thigh ball. And then also in relation to the spine. So keeping the spine soft, especially where it connects to the hips in the back. And then gradually start to make this movement a little bit bigger. Maybe starting to involve the spine. Connect the movement with the breath. Exhale as you round. And inhale as you open the chest. And then finally bring the movement all the way to the head. So as you come forward, inhale, lift the chin and drop the head back. And exhale, round the spine. The neck is long. One more time, tilting forward and tilting back. And then coming back to the center. Inhale, reach the arms up. And twist towards the right, placing the left hand across. The back hand goes behind. Inhale to lift through the spine. So think about the sit bones going down into the floor. So the legs are staying still, and you're grounding through the legs, and then you're twisting through the upper spine. And inhale, come back through the center, reach the arms up. And exhale, twist to the opposite direction. Inhale, creating space. And exhale. Inhale, come back through to the center. And then placing the hands onto the ankles, you're just going to bring the feet in front of you so you make a nice big diamond shape with the legs. Place the hands onto the shins. And again, we're going to rock the pelvis forward, lift the chest, and exhale, round the pelvis under. A few more times. Inhale to open. You're welcome to keep the eyes closed. Just feeling the movement of the spine. So you're really loosening up through the pelvis. You're relaxing the connection of the pelvis to the upper thigh bone. And then especially the connection of the hip bones to the spine in the lower back. You want to make this nice and soft for that area. We hold a lot of tension in that area, and it's just going to create problems during childbirth. Excellent. From here, you're going to bring the chest forward, arch the spine, and then you're going to hinge forward. So again, think of the lower part of the back. The hips are hinging forward, and the spine is coming in one unit. You can hold it right there. The hands can come on the feet. They can go onto the ankles. They can go in front of you, wherever you like. I'm going to keep them on the feet and ankle. And you just breathe into the belly. And notice with every inhale, you can find a little bit more space, maybe in the back of the legs or in the hips. And then as you exhale, relax the body. Beautiful. Start to walk the hands back up. You're going to bring the legs out in front of you. And then you're going to start to separate the legs. So it doesn't have to be super wide. It can be like wherever it's comfortable for you. You're going to, once again, this time you can either place the hands in front of the pelvis or you can place them on the thighs. But you want to, again, tilt the pelvis forward and then round the pelvis under. And you can involve the spine with the chin and then exhaling back. Notice again if there's more stiffness that got created in the hip joints. And see if you can continue to just loosen up those joints and breathe into the belly. One more time. Inhale forward and then walk the hands forward only to the point where you feel that stretch. No pushing or pulling. It can be quite relaxed. Don't think about the end result. Just think about the breath. Inhale and exhale. Excellent. We're going to walk the hands over towards the right foot. See if you can place one hand on either side of the right foot. If you still have the cushion under the back, and it can help, it can feel nice. If it feels uncomfortable, you can remove it. From here, you're going to, again, just bring the chest forward and hinge forward from the hips, only going as far as the body will allow without tightening or getting stressed out. Keep yourself relaxed. Deep breath in and breathe out. And start to walk the hands all the way across the front of the mat and then over towards the opposite leg, facing the leg so the shoulders are square with the leg, and then walk the hands forward only as far as the hips will allow. So hinging from the hips first and then letting the spine follow. Nice deep breaths into the belly. Beautiful. Walk the hands back into the center and see if you can hold it there a little bit further for just a few more breaths. Excellent. Bring the chest back up, and you're going to bring the legs together nice and slow. You can help with the arms if you like, and you're going to shake them out. Excellent. Make sure the feet are at least hip distance apart. You can go a little bit further if you'd like, but not like the last pose. So you want them more parallel in front. You're going to bend the knees just slightly, lift the arms up, and fold forward. So again, you can separate the legs to give yourself a little bit more room for the belly, but you want to really think again about bringing the chest forward. I'm going to show you from the side. So you want the chest to be lifted as you move forward. Nice deep breath in, create space in the spine. It's really about this movement here. So everything else will stay the same, and it's really about hinging the hips forward.
And just feel that length in the spine, so then that will bring length into the back of the leg. Deep breath in. And breathe out. Excellent. Bring the chest back up. We're going to swing around so that we come onto the hands and the knees. I'm just going to reposition them up so that I'm prepared. Okay. All right. So from here, you're going to stack the shoulders on top of the wrists, and then the knees are underneath the hips. Let's make the knees wider and bring the toes together. Sit down onto the heels. Child's pose. Sit the hips back towards the back of the mat and reach the fingertips forward. Separate the fingers nice and wide. The forehead is resting on the floor. Deep breath into the belly. Excellent. From here, you're going to shift the hips all the way over to the right, and then let the spine follow. And shift the hips to the left, and let the spine follow. So you're almost like making a wave with the spine. Hips first, and then the spine. So we've been doing a lot of back and forth movements, and now you want to think about side to side. Everything stays parallel with the floor, and you're just shifting right to left and left to right. And again, this loosens up what we call the SI joint, or the connection between the lower back and the hips. Excellent. Coming back towards the center. Inhale, bring the chest forward, arch the spine, lift the tailbone towards the ceiling. And exhale, sit the hips down, tuck the tailbone under, round the spine, and bring the nose closer to the pelvis. Inhale, sit down, arch the spine, bring the chest forward. And exhale, sit down, round the spine, pelvis towards the nose. Keep going. Inhale to arch, take your time, and exhale to round. One more time. Inhaling, arch the spine. And exhale, round the spine. And then sit down into child's pose. Beautiful. From here, you're going to bring yourself up. Now the shoulders come on top of the wrists, and the knees are right underneath the hips, so that they're parallel. And then from here, you're going to reach the right arm up towards the ceiling, open the chest, and then slide it right underneath the body, placing the right ear and the right shoulder onto the floor. The left fingertips can press into the floor, and you can twist the upper part of the body. The twist is really happening right below the shoulder blades. So don't feel like it has to go down into the middle part of the back. It's really the upper back that's twisting here. The hips stay even. Keep reaching the right hip up towards the ceiling and then twisting through the spine. If you feel comfortable, you'd like to take the left hand around the back and then look for the right thigh, that's perfectly fine. Or you can leave it right where it is. And place the hands back down onto the floor. Peel yourself up. Take your time. Take a nice deep breath in the center. Lengthen through the spine. And relax. This time we're going to take the left arm up. Inhale into the belly. And then exhale, twist, placing the left shoulder and the left ear onto the mat. Pressing through the right fingertips, twisting right underneath the shoulder blades. Maybe look over the right shoulder. If you feel comfortable, the right hand can come around the spine. Keep lifting the hips up towards the ceiling. And coming back onto the floor, place the hands down. Bring the toes together, separate the knees, and sit back, child's pose. Inhale, come back up onto the hands and the knees. The right foot is going to come all the way forward next to the right fingertips, and then send the hips towards the front. So make sure that the right knee is on top of the right heel and not in front. This is not good. You don't want to have that. So you want to keep it right on top. Inhale, bring the hips towards the front. You're going to take the right hand and bring it inside the right foot and move the right foot out towards the edge of the mat so that the hands are now shoulder width distance right underneath the shoulders. Send the hips all the way towards the front of the mat, and then you're going to form a figure 8. So the hips are just going to kind of roll around. If it doesn't really look like a figure 8, don't worry about it. No one is looking. Just find some looseness in the hips. Maybe just rocking back and forth is perfectly fine too. And then you're going to switch directions. Excellent. Send the hips forward again, maybe walking the hands a little bit forward, or you can keep them right where they are and breathe into the belly. Beautiful. Bring the hands back up if they went forward. The left hand is going to go down on the floor The right hand is coming onto the right knee, and you're going to roll to the outside edge of the right foot so that the knee is start to go to the outside. So it's going, the foot is lifting up. The left hand stays down, and you're going to look over the right shoulder. So the hips are still facing coming forward, and you're reaching open through the right side of the body. The left hip still comes towards the front. And release. Placing the hands on either side of the right foot. Bring the right foot back towards the center, and then shift the hips all the way towards the back of the mat. So don't worry if the right leg is bent a little bit. You want to keep lifting the tailbone up and sending the hips backwards in space, and bring the chest forward. And we're going to bring a little movement into the breath. Inhale, send the hips to the front. And exhale, send the hips to the back. Nice and slow. Inhale, hips to the front. And exhale to the back. And see if you can keep the chest connected to it's actually the right rib cage is connected to the right thigh. Excellent. Send the hips to the front. You're going to keep walking the right foot over towards the left side, and we're going to come right into our pigeon pose. So the right knee bends to the front, and the left leg stays straight behind. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the chest. And then exhale when you're ready, just walk the hands forward, maybe coming onto the elbows, whatever feels good for you today. And again, soft through the spine, soft through the neck, just breathing. And walk yourself back up. You're going to press your leg back and just come back into child. bring yourself back up. You're going to bring the left leg forward to the front of the mat. Send the hips towards the front. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Feeling good myself. Okay, the left foot is going to now come towards the edge of the mat, and the hands will come right inside so that the hands are underneath the shoulders, and then you send the hips forward, and you find that figure of 8 or some sort of movement that feels nice, that you're just kind of moving around and everything becomes more relaxed. And then going in the opposite direction. Bring the hips forward. You're welcome to stay right here, or you can walk the hands forward a little bit. It's a little bit more challenging on the hips. Either one is totally fine. Keep sending the hips towards the front and relaxing the shoulders and relaxing the neck, relaxing the facial muscles. And then you're going to bring the hands back up. The right hand goes in the center. The left hand comes onto the left knee, and you're going to roll to the outside edge of the right foot, the left foot, so the inside edge comes up, and you keep sinking the hips towards the front. Place the hands down on either side of the left foot and bring the left foot back towards the center. You just want to bring it close enough so that it touches the left rib cage. Yeah, so it's on the outside still, but the arms are on the other side. Okay, so from here, you're going to send the hips all the way towards the back and stretch the left side. So mine is quite tight, so I'm not going to straighten the leg very much, but you want to think about lengthening through the tailbone towards the back and then bringing the chest forward. And we're going to bring some movement into this posture. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, move back. And again, it doesn't have to be full range of motion. You really want to just think about as far as you can go without straining the muscles, and just breathe in more space. One more time. And then as you come forward, the left foot is going to find its way all the way over to the right. Bend the knee and then sit down into your pigeon pose. Lift the chest and exhale, walk the hands forward. Bring yourself back up. This time you're going to place the hands at the front. The back foot is going to tuck the toes under, and then you're going to send yourself right into downward facing dog. And maybe just bending one knee and the other, shifting the hips around, whatever feels right. Excellent. Then when you're ready, the right foot is going to come all the way in between the hands at the front of the mat. And you're going to drop the left heel down at 90 degrees. The right toes are going to face the same direction as the other ones. And then you're going to grab onto the ankles or the shins or whatever. I like to bring my right foot a little bit closer to my left foot. It's just more sturdy this way, and it's not overstretching the inside of the legs. From here, you're going to fold forward. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale, lift the chest again halfway. And then exhale, fold forward. One more time. Inhale, lift the chest halfway, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, fold forward. You're going to release the hands, grab opposite elbows, and maybe even shifting the spine from side to side might feel nice. Completely relax. Release the hands. Start to lift the chest. Walk the hands back towards the front of the mat. And you're going to step the right foot to the back, bend the knees, and come into child's pose. And then you're just going to press yourself up to seated again, maybe finding that cushion or blanket and sitting on top of that. We're going to do a little bit of breathing exercise. You're going to take the right hand, the thumb, and the pinky finger, and the other fingers are going to stay closed. You're going to take the right thumb and place it next to the right nostril. The left hand can just lie on the left thigh. The pinky finger is going to go right outside of the left nostril, but we're not going to use it just yet. Inhale through both nostrils. And exhale through both nostrils. Cover the right nostril and breathe in through the left side. Cover both nostrils and hold the breath. Exhale through the right side. Inhale through the right side. Hold the breath. Exhale through the left side. Inhale, left side. Hold the breath. Keep alternating right to left while pausing in the center, going at your own pace. Let's go one more rotation through left and right side. And then release the hands down towards the lap. Take a few regular breaths through both nostrils. And then when you're ready, we're going to come to the front of the mat so that you have enough space to roll back. And I don't know how you guys have been feeling about the shoulder stand, but I always like to recommend it in my prenatal classes. If you don't want to do the shoulder stand, or maybe one day you're doing the tape and you don't want to do it, you can always just place yourself up against a wall and have the legs go up the wall like this. And this is a really nice option for doing an inversion, but it's not as intense as shoulder stand. So if you want to do that today, or if you want to do the shoulder stand, that's up to you. Let's get ready. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, roll back. Bring the shoulder blades closer together. Bend the elbows and support the spine. And then you're welcome to stay here in the plow, or you can lift the legs up towards the ceiling and take a few nice deep breaths here. And then when you're ready, just lower the legs behind you. Maybe bring them in towards the ears. And then slowly rolling down onto the spine. Grab the big toes and come right into happy baby pose. Rocking side to side, keeping the knees bent, and relaxing the back. Excellent. From here, you're going to keep holding on to the right knee and extend the left leg onto the floor. Take the right leg and cross it over towards the left. All the way across the body. And then reach the right arm out towards the right. And coming back through the center, bring the knees into the chest. And switch. Take the left knee and cross it over towards the right. Reach the left arm out to the left. Come back through the center, bring both knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. And then you're gonna roll onto the right side. You can take your blanket and place it in the legs. And the bottom arm can come underneath like a pillow. And then the top hand can just rest in front of you. Or you can place it on the legs, but I tend to like it in front. And then just close the eyes, and we're going to take our Shavasana here on the side. And then when you're ready, start to wiggle the fingers, the toes. Maybe start to move the hands and the feet. Gradually making your way up to a seated position. Take this moment and thank yourself for dedicating time to the mind, body, and spirit. Namaste.
Namaste.